Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and do you guys remember this box? I sent this knife off to the ApostleP a month or so ago. Got it back a few days ago, and let's see what we got. Nice touch. Even put the little access lock card back under the pocket clip. Well, there it is. There is our professionally sharpened mirror edge from the ApostleP. And I believe Rob has outdone himself on this one. Oh yeah, that is beautiful, guys. Oh yeah, that's beautiful, guys. Look at that. Alright guys, so we got a quick look at Rob's work, and let me tell you, it is beautiful. Now, we should probably give it a bit of a cut test. I don't think it's really necessary, but I know, I'm getting a piece of paper. So here we go, we've got some phone book paper. We have the Griptilian that Rob sharpened for us. And as expected, it's just insanely sharp. And he didn't tell me, but I assume he sharpened it at 15 degrees per side. That's what it appears to be. And it looks like there's a really tiny micro bevel whenever I put it under magnification. So, real nice job, Rob. Come out really good. And still has that Griptilian magic. Anyhow, the big question here is, why would you spend the extra money and wait for a professional knife sharpener? To have the ApostleP sharpen this knife, it cost me close to 40 bucks. And if I had sent him one of the knives that had M390 or S110V or something in it, it would have been a little over $40. And you know, that sounds kind of expensive, you know. This Griptilian, if you buy one new, is about $120. And then you're going to add almost 40 bucks to the price of this to get it sharpened. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Here's the thing. Sharpening knives takes time. You know, I don't know how much time Rob spends on a knife. Whenever I go to sharpen a knife, and I don't get it down to the mirror polish that Rob does, I get a close approximation, but not quite where he's at. Depending on the knife and how it came out of the box, it may take me an hour. It may take me an hour and a half or 2 hours. You know, I've had a couple of them that were real boogers, and I spent a lot more time than that on them because of you know, whatever issue, having to make the bevel symmetrical, or you know, fix a tip or whatever. So sharpening can run into a lot of time. And the other thing is sharpening equipment is not cheap. You know, right now I've got a KME that I use fairly regularly, and I like it. It has some limitations, but here's the thing. If you buy a KME new, you're in it over 200 bucks if you get everything I've got. And then I've got another several dollars worth of strops. So there's a lot of money involved in sharpening, especially sharpening down to a mirror edge like Rob does. So sending it out to him makes financial sense, even though it may not seem like it does. Would it make sense to send him a $20 or $30 knife? Probably not. If you got a $20 or $30 knife, you can get away with some crock sticks or a sharp maker, and everything's fine. And you can do that with a more expensive knife too. However, one of the things that Rob does is he sharpens most of the knives somewhere around 15 degrees per side, and then puts a 20-degree micro bevel on them, or somewhere thereabouts. And what that allows you to do is take the Spyderco Sharp Maker and sharpen up that micro bevel a little bit at a time and not mess up your mirror polish edges. So Rob's thinking about you whenever he sharpens a knife, and if you do those things, you strop that knife and you use a sharp maker or whatever your method is whenever it needs it, the knife that Rob sharpens for you probably isn't going to have to go back and visit his sharpening bench for months and months and months, maybe even 3 or 4 years. So if it's a knife you're going to use, it's a sound investment. It saves you time, saves you money on all this sharpening equipment, especially if you're a person that just has 2 or 3 knives. In that case, yeah, I'd send them out to Rob or somebody else that does professional sharpening. Now, if you're a guy that has several knives, unless you've got a big pile of money to go with that big pile of knives, I would skip on a couple of knives and invest in the sharpening equipment and learn how to use it. Anyhow, the experience sending this to Rob, you have to realize he's one man and he has a lot of knives to sharpen. Took about a month or so to get it back. To me, the price was reasonable. With the shipping I paid to send it to him and the $32 or so that he charged, it come out to just under $40. But I got an extremely sharp knife that's going to be easy to take care of for the next, several months, maybe next few years. And the Apostle P, Rob, if you're listening, I just want to say thanks. This is definitely the nicest edge in my bunch of knives. Anyhow, guys, I will put the information for Rob's channel and a link to his sharpening service video up there under that eye and down in the description. And go check out his videos. And if you have a knife that needs sharpening, send him an email or a text or something and send it his way. You will be very happy with the results. I know I am. Anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. Be sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button down there. And hit me up on those social media links. They're all down in the description. And you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.